What's up, guys? It is Wednesday, April 5th. It's 4 p.m. and this is going to be a crypto market update and a couple of Stargate announcements. We'll go into the Stargate announcements in a bit. I just want to cover a couple key things on the charts, like the dollar. The dollar on the 2-week chart. Man, we're hanging on a cliff. If I put the horizontal line right kind of at that area of critical, it was resistance back here, resistance over here. We got above support. We went parabolic and the dollar came right back down to it. And now we're at it again. And it's coinciding with the bottom of the EMA ribbon. This is a 2-week chart. This ain't a baby chart. It's a big chart. And it's screaming right now more downside for the dollar. We have 2 days left for this candle. And we just got another dark red print in here. And the stock RSI crossed down. So I suspect more continuation downside for the dollar. And along with all the macro events and narratives as well too, that's kind of backing that case up. Where do I think we're going to fall to, right? I think we can come down to 96 for real. I do think we can come down to 96. First stop would probably be around 100 though. If we were to grab this low, so there's a wick right here to this high. Right now, we're currently at the 786. We have the body above right now. But if we close the body below, we can start to target 97.72. And then we have that 200 moving average right there on the 2-week chart. Then also, if we go to the weekly chart, we could probably see that we have the 200 moving average at 99. So I'm going to throw it up at 99. We're going to throw it up at this recent low right here. And then we're going to throw it up at the 786. And then we're going to throw it up at 97.27 and then the 200-week moving average. That's where I suspect us to fall down to. We could reach any one of those targets. Then I'm going to take this whole macro move. Oh, I actually have a fractal pattern I want to show you guys. I don't know if I showed it yet, but now I'm going to drag that up. So we have this low in 2021. We have the high in 2022. Where do I think the dollar could fall to in 2023? I think we'd come down to that 786, to be honest, which is 94.3. So we're going to put that as a final level there as well, too. So that's where I think, we're taking it level by level. I think we could come down to those, and that would be a huge, huge run for the dollar. Oh, this was what I wanted to show you with the dollar. Ready? Watch it. You can't make it up. So I did this yesterday or last night. I found this pattern. So I'm going to actually play it right here. And basically it's already done right here. So it kind of goes in reverse. I show you how I kind of got to that point. So I took that mini move right there, that fractal. Yeah, right there. So first you have this kind of circled, right? And I took that fractal and then I matched it up against this bigger fractal at play here. So there's the fractal on the smaller micro move. Then I stretched it out to match the bigger macro move, and it fit. It fit because we have these two kind of little tops here hitting the same level. Then we go into that third top that extends higher, and then we have a complete meltdown and go lower than both these lows over here. And I believe we're right in those stages. So let's see what else I had on here. And that would bring us down to like around 80, 85 for the dollar. And then if you go out to a weekly chart, I think it kind of, it shows that it just fits, right? Like it just fits. So we're at the next phase here, the acceleration of the downtrend in the dollar all the way into 2024, where 2024, we actually accelerate down in the dollar faster from 2024 to 2025. Then by like late 2025 to 2026, you have a little kind of relief bounce period in the dollar. And then after 2026, like the first quarter into 2027, we have our last kind of meltdown with it, which kind of matches up with the timelines as well too. So that matches up for the macro trend for the dollar. That's how I'm going to play it over these next 4 years. For real. I'm going to be going off of this for the next 4 years. So that is my thesis, my macro thesis for the dollar here. And that's why I think we're going into a hyper boom. This is just the early stages of it. So let's keep moving in with the charts. So that's what I'm thinking with the dollar. I believe the dollar downtrend is going to be in full effect here. We have downtrend on the high time frames, 2-week chart. Look at the 1-week chart just crossing down, the 10-day just crossing down, 6-day. Look at that, 5-day, 4-day. 3-day, 2-day, 1-day. So like, as you can see, the high time frames and medium time frames are screaming more downside, and the 12-hour, 9-hour, 6-hour are all in bearish negative territory here. So like, if the dollar doesn't start popping up here soon within the next couple of days, then we're going to see that meltdown happen sooner than later. If we do pop up, I want to see us get rejected around 103. Yeah, around that area where the 4-hour 200 moving average is, or just kind of out where we're at right now, we can roll over. So that's what I'm looking at for that. Then if we look at the bond yields, 10-year yield bonds, 3.3%. We are right at that critical support. If we break down from it, we already said the target, I think it was around like 2.82. Grab this low to this high. Yeah, right here at 2.83. That's where we'd probably come down to, and maybe even 2.5% where the 200 moving average is. If we go to the 3-week chart, you can see momentum just totally down. 1 month, totally down. Oh, look at that. The 1 month 200 moving average coinciding with that 786 to a T. So I think 2.83% is where we're headed next. So that could be the case. Now let's go to the stock market. The 3-week chart, the 10-day chart for the stock market. We have the 10-day buy now. That came in, I think, last month. We have the MACD rising, green, stock RSI rising, the pink crossing above the blue. When we got the pink crossing below the blue back here, that's when we went down. Now we're going up. We're seeing the opposite. And then we're seeing the TSI creeping up, ready to cross through that zero line. We're at 12,963 right now. We actually came down and retested this EMA ribbon as support, and now we're up higher. So this is all great right there. But we do on the daily chart have a little correction coming in for today. If we do pull down, I want to see that 12,650 hold as support. Gold is at 2020, and like, we are at a moment where we could just melt up in gold. Look at all that volume too. Ton of volume coming in. That's where we're at. Like, let me throw this off. And we have these highs back here, rejected. We're at it right now. It's our third attempt. I think we have the legs to do it. I really do. Let's look at the monthly chart. Look at that. We're going to cross up stock RSI, TSI is crossed up, MACD, pink's above the blue. I do think we have the legs, and that could, mean a whole lot of things coming in the next couple of weeks here. Let's look at the total crypto market cap. We are getting a 3-week buy now, huge, because the last time we got a 3-week buy now was the bottom, and then both the sells called the top. Also, keep in mind about the color scheme of the void lines. When we go into our top, we have the red, orange, and then yellow is our kind of capitulation period. Yellow capitulation period. Green to blue to purple is I would say green to blue is our sideways accumulation. And we already did green. We're in blue right now. What's next is purple, red, orange. Our next kind of hyper cycle in the bull trend. Just like back here, green, blue, purple is like green and blue is our sideways accumulation, right? And then the purple to red to orange is our blow off phase. So like, we're heading into, I think we're in blue right now. We're heading into that bluish purple, then red, which is our parabolic phase. So that's what I'm seeing on this end. So that's great for total crypto market cap. Let's look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin right now, if I go to the daily chart, we have momentum to the downside. Even though we're holding our own up here, we do have the TSI cross down. We have the MACD red. We do have the stock RSI at a level that, we want to see cross up from. We don't want to see it hang down here. The pink is above that 50 line. I would go out on a limb and say if we cross this pink below the 50, then we're having a dump down. If we're looking at price action, we're actually holding a key level, which is the middle line of the void lines. We came down to it. We've held it as support. Interesting times ahead. I mean, over the next 24 to 48 hours, were they going to get a breakout or not? We're going to get a breakdown or break up. And we're having these void lines squeezing tight now. So right here, the void line's at like 27K. And then on the top side, it's at 29K. And we're at like 28.2. So we're getting squeezed right now. We got a squeeze going. Let's do the horizontal right here, because that's our support. Then right here is our resistance. And we're just going to go sideways until we break one of these key kind of levels. Right now on the daily, the odds are more into favor to the downside. But let's look at the 12-hour. 12-hour needs to cross up. That's all we're waiting for. If that 12-hour can cross up, we're money. And right now we're above the 12-hour middle line and the void lines, which is solid. We want to stay above there because that will give our odds to going up greater. if this stock RSI crosses up through that 50 line, then we're going to pop up. And then this TSI, if it crosses up and MACD with it and being above the 0 line, that signifies strong move for Bitcoin. I think if we pop up too through that 28, 29K, probably 29K, and we hold above for a few hours, I think we're going to melt up fast. I don't think it's going to be like a slow grind up. We're at such a critical key level that like it would be probably a hot knife through butter on this one. So very interesting here. And then if we're looking at the void lines on the daily, if we were to compare it to the last time we went green to blue to purple, green to blue to purple, green to blue to purple would be like this area right here. Maybe we do have a little dump down and then we kind of go sideways, we pop up, or we could really send it. It's just a matter of that momentum kicking back up here. Very critical to watch right now. So if we go to the weekly chart, yep, we do have the TSI above the 0 line. We just need to keep the pace. We got to keep the pace. We can't slow down here. 5-day chart, we're still above, yep. And then look at all those wicks to that 200 moving average the past 15 days. The 5-day closes today. So that's definitely a key level, that 200 moving average there around 27K. 27K, such a key level to hold for short-term upside action. But like, I believe that we're at like kind of like something like this. I remember we were saying like from what happens on the left happens on the right. And let me delete all these. And I believe we were saying that, yeah, we're waiting on this coming in on the right side. So I think we had said like this was our middle point right there. And then I had grabbed the bars pattern. I went to like that. And then if I flip this, mirror it. No. I think it's flip. Yep. I think it's flip. Yeah. See how like it matches up to a T? Wow. That's crazy. So like, see how I literally just flipped it around and the movements match of, we're coming up, down, we pop up, we kind of go sideways. Yeah. I mean, like a little wick down to, that 24K area does not seem out of the cards. I wouldn't put it out of the cards here. And then we head up higher. So we're right on schedule, to be honest, as far as this fractal. So maybe we have later this month, we have that wick down. And then by the start of May, we start to pop up. That could be the case. But yeah, we just got to watch that momentum, guys. That's what we're looking at there. Now let's go to XRP. So XRP at 0.5087. We're going on the daily chart. Daily chart's about to cross down with the momentum, but right now we're having a bit of a pop-up. And we have this kind of trend line coming down that actually we broke right now so far, but we have to see the daily candle close. So that's good, solid news. Yeah, you can see that we had that trend line coming down. We have this one like this, a little flag action. And right now we're popping up above it. Yep. We might have actually broken above it and came back down to retest it. Then we have this support coming like that. This could be a good sign. So definitely could be a good sign here where we had this kind of come up like that, flag down. We popped up above, back down to test that support. Now, what I really want to see is us get it back above 52 cents and then 53 cents. And then the odds are looking greater that, yep, we're going to keep heading up. But then ultimately the final boss is that 786 to the upside, which is around 56 cents. 56 cents. Then we can start targeting 65, 69, 79, 98. And then if we really pop out to the macro move, we can say that let's put this high down to this low. Yeah, I really think we would get to the 80 to 96 cent level if we can pop above that 60 cent level. I think we'll see a 50% move if we can get above there. So we'll see. On the higher time frames, we definitely do have the momentum. If we're looking on the weekly chart right here, MACD rising, TSI is just totally vertical right now. You love to see it. That's why I want to see XRP get there quickly. I don't want to see it kind of just the time decay. The more time that it spends going sideways, the less likely this is the big move. So we need to see it move fast. The 6-hour chart right now, we're above the 0 line, the TSI, very solid, because as soon as we got above that level, in the past here, well, right here, March 14th, we got rejected by it. We came down. But then as soon as we got above it right here, it was right at this point, March 17th. That's when we went on our run. So if we look at March 17th, was like right here before we went on our run. And right now we're testing that zero line in the TSI. So for us to have short-term immediate upside, we need to actually really go up from this point that we're at right now. So that's what I'm watching there for XRP. Likely be the same for XLM. Yep. So XLM is doing a little trend line like this coming down. We're right at it right now. Same kind of thing we need to see for XLM as well too. We got to maintain the 6 hour above that zero line. We need to see the momentum come up here. The RSI, we're right at that 50 line. We don't want to see that drop down through it because that 50 line is so critical on the 6 hours. See, when we're below it, we're bearish. When we're above it, bullish. We had a little fake out right here, but then we pop back up above it, and right now we're right at it again. So we need to see that hold, and for us to keep having that momentum click up here. Then we're going to cover it. I'm not going to say the name. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to jinx it, but we're seeing some big movements today. This very well could be a bottom. So we're seeing, look at that volume spike come in. We did that same kind of sideways movement as we did back here. We're seeing the market structure ribbon flip from red to green finally. And we're seeing that, we're closer than ever to the time. Also, I wanted to show you something. So this is the indicator that I made, that it's called the 7G star G8 strategy. It takes our current kind of strategy with checking the multiple time frames and actually does it automatically for you. And the first time this flashed ever on XCN was actually about 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 days ago, where it actually pinpoint hit the exact bottom, 0.00355. So right on the money right there. We are popping up from that point. See how the long entry tag didn't flash back here, but it did here? Because all the stars are aligned right here, even more than it was back here. I mean, it hit the buy now right here. We went up. But as far as this long entry tag coming in here, this could very well be the start of something big here. And we broke out against this brutal trend line pushing us down finally. So we're not out of the woods yet. I definitely would like to see us break above 0.0055 and hold above. Very crucial for that to happen. But so far, so good as far as this coin goes. And then we're looking at the MACD. We're going dark green. We're looking at the TSI crossing up, stock RSI crossing up. We're in extreme fear, and the RSI is heading up here. So if there's any time for this to be it, it's right now. So hopefully that's some good news for you. So Stargate announcements. Tonight, the group session is going to be moved to tomorrow instead. So we're going to do 7 p.m. tomorrow for the group session for the premium members. If you're not already in the Discord, join the Discord. The link will be in the bio. So that's one announcement. Another announcement is that I gave everybody access to the new indicator, the Stargate sector detector. So let me throw that up. So we got the Stargate sector detector right here. Let me throw, let's see. Yep. So as you can see on the right side, we have DeFi, smart contracts, metaverse, AI, and big data solutions, file sharing, enterprise solutions, and currencies. So this is going to help us be able to kind of spot which sectors are going to outperform or underperform. I'll do a tutorial video on this for the VIPs. So you guys should have access to this indicator if you go check. If you don't, message me on the side in the Discord. I'll make sure you get it. The tutorial video is coming out for this. I actually am just getting a few more revisions done on it with the developer, and that will be done by tomorrow. So I'm holding back from making that video until those few more revisions are done on it. But the sector detector is done, and we're going to crush it. Also, along with this, we have the watch list for the sector detector. So that is in the Discord. If you don't know where it is, let me know and I'll send it to you. But we have the watch list. So we have the currencies. So the currencies that are made up in here in orange are here. And then our enterprise solutions, smart contracts, metaverse, gaming, NFT, AI, big data, DeFi, file sharing, layer 2, and then meme. So I'll be doing a video on this, but make sure you get your watch list. You get the indicator. Also the moon tides. We have the moon tides. If you didn't get access to that one, let me know. So we have the Star Loop moon tides. And as you can see, we're at the bottom here. So we're about to enter, the positive kind of momentum is about to kick back in. So that is solid. But if you don't have the moon tides already, let me know. I'll give you access to the moon tides. We have a bunch more indicators being developed, as well as some of our current indicators are being revised and upgraded. So I will talk more about that on the group session tomorrow at 7 p.m. We'll run through them all. We'll make sure everybody's charts are now reset up with all the new and updated scripts. I'm going to have to probably reset up the screener templates and like things like that, which I'll make sure I have that ready for tomorrow. And that's why we're actually changing it to tomorrow, so I can get all these things prepared to make sure everybody on that call is getting set up with the right tools and everything like that. So a bunch of new stuff here. And then the final announcement is, so the website may look a little bit different. So we got it updated. We got it a facelift. So we got it a facelift. And there may be a few kind of things that don't line up. That's all right. Just want to let you know that we're working on it. But so far, so good. And give it a little facelift here. But we are building out our separate parallel software platform. That should be coming in the next few months here. So you definitely want to stick around because that's going to be crazy. It's going to be next level. We're combining TradingView, Discord, and the website all together into one separate software and analytics platform. It's going to be next level. That's all I'm going to say about that. But that is it, guys. This is it for the market update. We're at a critical point. You want to pay attention during these next 24 to 48 hours. Watch for the momentum. And then also make sure that you have your charts set up, and then make sure you check, see if you have the new indicators and everything. Let me know if you don't. I'll get them over to you. And then also remember, group session is tomorrow at 7 p.m. Okay. So I'll see you guys over there and in the Discord.